So we're gonna start off this video the same way that Gibb starts off class. So, welcome. I think you can do better than that. Welcome. Or.
So hey Gibb, our biggest takeaways from the FYS, well, the two biggest takeaways for me was I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about what us college students could do for UMBC. Specifically, what I learned about myself is how quickly I can adapt to an environment, or how quickly I can come up with sort of content for a presentation, class, or even just a networking event. And it was pretty cool for me to be able to go into the community and actually, exercise on interacting with different members of the community, speaking with leaders, among other things. Yeah, that's what I learned about myself. That's one of the things I learned about myself. What did you learn about? What are some of the things you learned about yourself in this class?
This class showed me that I didn't think that I was a fast thinker like that. And I remember the first weeks of the course when my first day of the class, Gibb said, "Yeah, you're screwed," because I had to come up with a product to present at the end of the class, but came up with one, and ever since then I've been like, wow.
It's because Gibb puts us in positions we think are sort of awkward and hard, but just by him telling us to do it,
100%.
it pushes us to work harder and to be able to produce it sort of
for sure.
faster and easier.
Like the project as a whole, I feel if I was a high school senior hearing about it, like, dang, that's something so big. That's something like
Freshman, that's something
wow.
you be doing the year after.
Yeah, I did not think I would be able to do that as a freshman, and to be a part of that is honestly a blessing.
Yeah. Well, another thing I learned about myself is how I've been improving. I noticed in myself that how I've been improving from the beginning of the class to now. How I've improved when it comes to presenting skills and networking skills. Because when I first started, the first feedback you gave me was "don't say and that was always like in the back of my mind. I was like, oh my god, this guy told me to not say So, and by in the beginning of the class, we thought Gibb was
I was scared. I'm
like the head of UMBC, so we were scared of him. So everything he told us was something coming from something being something coming from the second Christ or something. So,
and I feel that for sure, because I remember when we were one of the presentations, you were giving feedback and said, "Yeah, Viv, you're doing well. You just need to project your voice." And then today, to be or not to be, definitely projected the voice. No mic, and I was proud of that. Didn't think leading up to that, I was actually very scared. But then it happened. I was like, oh, it really wasn't that bad.
One of the things, one of my takeaways is that when we begin the course, during the first week, I was nervous to present in front of everybody. Yeah. One, I didn't really know the crowd, but even the professor. But when I look at today, as soon as Rabowski walked in, I thought I'd be nervous because that's the guy, and I thought I'd get these chills and whatnot. But as soon as he came in, I felt more comfortable, and that was really surprising to me. But that showed me how I've improved my presentation skills in 12 weeks.
Right. And then for the course itself and the project and my takeaways from the project, it definitely showed me that us students, we have a voice, and we do have the power to make change. I feel like going throughout high school and just when I used to be at home, I felt like everything was always set in stone, and there was never anything I could do to create change or do things I wanted to do. But this project really showed, if you want to do something, you can do it. And there's no one really stopping.
Exactly. There are more people supporting the cause than people trying to sort of push you down and say, "Oh, you're a freshman, you're not going to do anything about it." But everybody sort of was pushing us to succeed, and that sort of that's the takeaway I got from that is just like Viv said, that we can do it as long as we put our voices and ourselves. So one thing that actually excited me today was Mike Diarcangelo or something like that, the UBC's associate director for athletics. He came up to me, and that what I learned from that was the power that the presentation had. So yeah. Overall, this is probably my favorite class I've taken this semester. This is the one class I've been excited to come to every single Tuesday. It's the class that I never check the clock for. And yeah, especially because of not only just the professor, the people in it. It's just I feel comfortable in that class, and I feel comfortable knowing that we're all working towards the same thing. We're all working on our presentation skills, networking skills, but more importantly, we're working to make UBC into a college town through Mocha. So yeah, I really want to thank you, Giv, for pushing us to be our best, to do our best, and appreciate all that you've done for us, and also all that you've done for UMBC.
Peace.
Living the dream.